What's going on, guys? It's RPG Zeke here, coming at you with another video for GD02. This is the second box set for the Gundam Trading Card Game. This is also known as Dual Impact. Before we get into the contents of the box, a message from our sponsor. Hey guys, today's video is brought to you in part by Otaku Nation. Located in Arizona, a store where you can find all sorts of anime apparel, cosplay-related material, stuffed animals, statues, figures, books, videos, model kits, and of course trading card games. Whether it is booster boxes or singles, Otaku Nation has you covered. Otaku Nation has a lot of ways for you to stay up to date on the latest products and releases. From their website, they have events posted, location listed, a gallery so you can see what things are like, new products rolling in, and that are posted on their Instagram so you never miss a product launch. And of course, a direct link can be accessed from their website here to see their assortment of cards from the TCG Players store. So take a moment, check out their website and the link in the video description down below. Now back to the video. Welcome back. Pull on up. Let me get y'all nice and close like. I wish I could find a better segue that wasn't so creepy. But let's go over contents of the box, shall we? Pretty red box that we have. It's 130 card types. We got 50 commons, 36 uncommons, 32 rares, 12 legend rares, 3 token types, and 10 resources. We go into the box itself. We are greeted by no box topper. These boosters got shaken around quite a bit. This one definitely saw some movement. As we go through it, we're going to notice that we get 8 legendary rares per box. We get 1 holo resource per box. We also get 2 alt arts known as pluses per box. And then there is a chance, I should have said this maybe in some other videos, that we get what's called a God pack. One of these packs could be holographics all the way from the front to the back, and they would be all LRs or LR pluses, I believe, or maybe they're just all LRs. I've yet to pull one. We're only in the second box set, so eventually, maybe, if time catches up, we'll be able to pull one live on camera. That would be pretty sick, but who knows? We got Sedan and Camille Biden. Those are our rares, and then our driver's license photo is usually going to be of a mobile suit from the box set, which is our resource card. Very interesting stuff, though. All right, what do we got here? Marasai. Yeah, pulling a God pack would be super sick, and I would clickbait that all day, and I would post that everywhere on the internet, but no such luck. We got Zadis for our rare. Rare's design language is very shiny bits all the way around in the back. Thing in focus is going to be a matte finish, and then a new sign, which is our new draw card, and also a pretty good burst for getting a base from the trash, considering a lot of these white cards that are from the Zeta Gundam series want to see some kind of significant base that is white over in your shield area in order for them to proc effects. Core Booster, Gundam Leopard, Methis, White Gundam, Hammerhead, love that card. Undying, Laughter, Sisterly Care, Calamity Gundam, Raider Gundam, Tall Geese, Zeta Gundam. Okay, LR, not an LR plus. Don't mean to sound a false alarm there. But LRs are textured, you'll notice here, and then the same design language is they're going to have some deep stencil lines on the unit itself. They're very pretty cards. LRs, in my opinion, are so pretty that even if you get a plus, sometimes you might actually prefer, depending on personal preference, the normal LR compared to the plus version. Really just depends. Sometimes the art style is switched up completely. Sometimes it's not an action shot, but maybe it's like an action pose kind of thing. But it just depends. So that's our first LR, and again, you'll get 8 of these per box. So if you and some buddies were able to get some boxes, you could very easily trade amongst yourselves potentially for a playset or very close to a playset of the card you're wanting. Obviously, if you all want the same card, that's not going to work. But if you have seen Battle Royale, the movie, not the game type, you know how you could solve that problem. If everybody just goes to an island, you all start at different spots, and then you kind of all work towards sharing and pulling resources. All right, cool. I needed more of this. I'm trying to get a deck going that's Galahorn related for my locals this weekend. I open up these boxes within a short span. So like you see the videos posted weekly on the channel, but I sit down with my case and I get it done in like a day or two. So I don't have a lot of time to really go through these, sort everything to my OCD level. So I have to open these, see if there's anything I want, make a deck out of it really quick, bring it to locals, have fun with it. And I do that quite a bit since I'm able to get quite a few of these boxes, I usually present some kind of a deck that people can try to have fun and playing against. Gundam Chimaris, level 5, 4 cost, another LR. Very good design language on this one. I love the swooshes as if it's rushing towards. Big burst of energy back here. All momentum jettisoning forward as he stabs us with his javelin. I also like how it overlaps from the border. I love the overlapping on the borders. It's like one of my favorite things when it comes to the LRs. Very action-oriented. Big fan. Deploy. If there are 4 more Gallahorn cards in your trash, draw 2, then discard 2. He links with Galeo Baldine, and he's a 4/4 stat line. Very, very cool. So it's only my second one. But it's my second normal. We did pull the LR Plus of that guy in the first box. All right, next up. Oh my goodness. I was talking about doing it after this because we're just seeing a lot of repeats for the commons and uncommons now that I'm probably going to move to box 5. Being where we only pull like the last 2 from the booster, because that's going to be your resource card and then your high rares, so your 2 rares essentially. So we have an idea of what we're trying to see from each box, and we can kind of just do that faster. Usually videos get done in like 10, 15 minutes. That's recorded time, and that's also the same for me in real time because I don't speed these up or anything. Yes, I talk this much to myself because that's all I wish for, is to just be able to talk to myself. I have very low expectations for socializing. Just kidding. Okay, White Wolf, Cabalthly, Jared Mass, Frieden, gonna marry Rebuild. So much kit for 1 card. Crazy amount of stuff on it. And then we got Flip Asuno. I like the jacket, man. The jacket's cool. Maybe it's not when it's animated, but in the card still. Looks good. Jacket okay. Big fan. Would order, maybe. All right, next booster. Gaffrin. These cards, I don't know how to feel about them. The ones that like can't attack the player, but have some pretty beefy stat line for the level and cost that they are at. It's all around the same time too. Like if it's level 2 or like 1, all of them seem to be level 2, and either cost or I think cost 1. What's Gaffrin at? What's Gaffrin cost? Gaffrin's a 1 cost, but he's level 2. But there's a lot of cards that got branded like that. Ryusei Go, and 4. Murasame. And Epion driver's license photo. Let's go, dude. You need these to be able to use a mobile suit in real life. Present them to your nearest mobile suit hangar, and you are permitted to drive. If it's just a permit and not a driver's license, you will need somebody with 6 years of combat experience accompanying you on your first flight. These are not anything that have anything to do with anything other than me just rambling, but I'd like to imagine that's what those cards are used for. Lala. All right. Awaken Power, great card. Also realized too, she's got like an X, and I believe she's from Gundam X, so that's interesting. I'm just now noticing that for the splash in the background. Hey, funny enough, look at that. Hey, it makes sense. Decisive Last Resort. Both are rares, so none of these are our LRs. Only have 2. We have 6 more LRs to pull from this box. Still have to grab our holo resource from the box. And we also have our 2 pluses, so our alt arts that we have to find in here. Grace Ritter, Nemo. Sayla's Light type. Gonna mark 2. Guadon. Guadon's really interesting for red. Just being able to throw a red card away and then draw 1. Pretty nice. And notice how it doesn't like care about if it's a command, if it's a pilot, if it's a unit, or another base. It just says like, get rid of it. Just throw it away. Any red card will do, please. I'm like, okay, sure. I'll get rid of it, I guess. Isaac, Rick Diaz, Gundam, Delta Plus, Balfley, Jared Ness, Frieden, Ryusei Go, love this card. And Quibbly. Quibbly is an LR from this box. She's going to have quite the design going on here. I love the texture. So I was kind of complaining about it before, where if it's black, you can't really see it as far as the texture goes when it's out in space. This one you can, because it uses a very deep texture, which is like blotching. It's like if you took paper on like wet canvas and you just started blotching some of the moisture away, and whatever stayed is what you're seeing. That's what it looks like. And because there's just these deep craters in these textures, the light reflecting is so much easier to catch on camera. But when it's like very fine textures, it almost looks so fine to the point of being smooth. Those ones are hard to show you guys on camera, and I'm really trying. But man, when they have like some deep craters there for the texture pattern like that one, that's nice. That's a money shot. That feels good. All right, O1 Gundam. Opal Frost, Turning Point of History, Savior, Genoa's Custom, Gundam Area Rebuild, Flit Asano. Hey, okay, cool. So this is the holo resource I was kind of pandering about just a moment ago, but this is Gundam Chimeras from Iron-Blooded Orphans, and it's got the texture pattern that we've only ever seen in resources themselves, which is this lots of mini circles reflecting light at different variations, which gives you this really nice effect. And then you will notice too that the border's kind of been phased out and has like a silver lining for everything and a silver label in the corner. Very easy to tell when you pull your holo resource. All right, next one. Geno Ace, Marasai, Gundam Leopard, Baldy Beta, Airmaster, Olba Frost, Laughter, Rick Diaz, Gin, excuse me, Amida's Hyakarin, All Range Attack, and Argama. Argama 2 is I think the only base that got a plus. So we pulled it in the first box that we opened, but we did get an Argama plus. So it does have an alt art. It's our first base that has an alt art, which is crazy. Maybe we'll see more of that in the future. Who knows? Olba Frost. What if there's just a box set that like bases are just cracked out of their mind? Like it's just like board wipe, 2 damage everything when deploy base. Take 2 shields to hand. You're like, are you kidding me? If you can't take 2 shields to hand, don't board wipe. You're like, what in the world? Momentary Respite and Psycho Gundam or LR, one of the LRs, excuse me. Good design language on this one. Very big unit. Obviously, they're trying to portray that by showing a smaller mobile suit in front of Psycho Gundam. Psycho Gundam is absolutely monstrous. Very cool. Deep lines on the mobile suit. Very easy to spot because everything is so much wider and everything is very much in focus. Just looking up at the Psycho Gundam. Very cool. Reminds me of, I don't know if you guys saw Gundam Hathaway. But Gundam Hathaway was like one of the first times, in my opinion, in a Gundam series that they made mobile suits scary. Because there were so many camera angles from where they were portraying the action to happen and the perspective to be on the ground. And while you're on the ground, like on the sidewalk for a perspective point of view, there's just these giant mobile suits fighting overhead and you're like trying to get away as they're just like clashing. And they're obviously huge. So like any movements they take, you're not able to like redirect and get away from it if they fall or if shots are being fired. And it's just such a cool shot in Gundam Hathaway. I recommend people just watch that simply to feel how tiny you are when you're next to a mobile suit. Because really, it's just like you always see the guy go in the mobile suit and your brain just goes, person is mobile suit. Action happened there. Really crazy. Oh, shoot, this is one of our pluses. That's crazy. Okay. Didn't expect this one. I forgot this guy had a plus. This is Gundam Leopard, level 5 for cost. He's Vulture, would be a low for his link. If there are 7 or more cards in your trash, choose one enemy unit, level 4 or lower, and rest it. And he's got the, I don't know, I think we pulled him recently, but he's a U+. So even the uncommons can see a plus in a box set, which is really cool. So it's not just for LRs. So this guy's pretty sick. Very patchy, almost like paint, very short paint strokes. They kind of like boop, 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 and then kind of switch up throughout the trees. Mobile suit itself is going to have those deep etched lines we keep talking about. Sky itself, again, like it's that very fine detail that's kind of like going up and down a little bit. Very cool though. I dig it. Not really a super big fan of this. Maybe playing some Vulture decks will change my mind, but that is pretty cool. Then we're going to put this to the side. I have yet to sort these. Obviously, we're still opening boxes, but every time I open a new one, I'm like, man, it's going to take me forever to get through all this. Usually it takes me like a week because I get like really in there with my sorting, and I've got good boxes where I keep all my cards. And then I do like little tabs for everything too, so like I know where everything is. So in the heat of the moment, if I'm just like, I want to build this deck really quick, I can, like really fast. Gundam Age 1 Spallo and a Carta Graze Ritter. I love this card. I think it's really funny. It gives the opponent first strike if they attack it. However, very true to form for the anime. And I think the stat line's pretty bonkers for what it is. And it's in archetype for Gjallarhorn. And you want to see the card dead anyways. So, it's just more fuel to the fire for Gjallarhorn. Slipnir, Daughtris, Lada's Delanza, Persistence, Daughtris Command, Gundam Ferric, Calamity Gundam, Gundam Mark II, Gundam Spallo, alright. This unit gains first strike while this unit is attacking. Man, sometimes I wish there was like first strike just all the time. Like, if you try to hit the unit while it's sideways, unless you can kill it, it's just gonna first strike you back. That would be cool. Obviously very powerful for what the card game currently is in this existing format, but I would love to see it. Undying Persistence, Gaffrin. Alright, what do we got, dude? Gundam Ferric. You know, that like that's our second Gundam Ferric already. I feel like we're just going to go to a whole bunch of different variants of it. Gundam Epion, let's go. Still one of the prettiest base LRs out here. Hard flexing. Great textures on this one. Amazing action shot. I love everything about this. Who is he beating up? Is it just like a Mercury unit or what is that? I don't even know what this is. It's just like, is it a certain, is it Wing? Is it beating up Zero? Like, I knew it was there. I'm just, like, really curious, like, which one that is. I legitimately have no idea. That's so cool, though. Love it. Pretty card, Gundam Epion. Can restand if he's linked, and if that unit or another unit just destroys a unit, he restands. And it's once per turn. That's crazy. Aegis, White Gundam, Shuji's Hideout, Heart Set on Revenge, Sisterly Care, Shaggy of Frost, Mobius, Humming Karn, Dramatic Turnabout, alright, and Quibbly Resource. Welcome to the unboxing experience, where every box gets a little bit faster. But yeah, I think we are going to do box 5, so next week's video. We're just going to look at the last 3. Resource, 2 high rares, put the rest of the pack down. Because we've seen so many of these already. We've seen all of the commons and uncommons at this point. And all, I'm pretty sure, and all the rares, at least once. Yakurin, Gundam Age, Gundam X. Oh, okay, I'll take it. There's our other plus in the box. So that means the only thing we're fishing from this box now is just the rest of our LRs, because we got 3 more to find. But this is this is an R+. So alt art of Carta Graze Ritter, Carta Graze Ritter ground type. During your opponent's turn, this unit the enemy unit battling this unit gains first strike. Again, just really funny. The fact that it's got a healthy stat line though on 4/3 is just really comical. And it does link with a pilot that's very easy to throw under here and give it an even bigger stat boost. It's still a big body, so like the opponent might not be able to deal with it on the first strike. Usually one unit's going to take it. The next unit's probably going to finish it off. But hey, you know, is what it is. Or you trick them, and then this thing is sideways, and you hit them with something else. But let's look at the texture hit. I love the way they're standing. Such a cool artwork on this one, in my opinion. I love the texture in the sky, too. It's like coming out. You can see as I'm putting the light over, it's just like all these beams of light coming off from the center point. I love the perspective, low on the ground, looking up at the unit. Very, very cool. Yeah, sick. Okay, so I've got one of those. What do we get? with the rest of the box. Gun Cannon, Diva, Janice, Slipnir, Abdul, Gundam Airmaster. What do we got? Gundam X. Gustian Rebake, baby. Let's go. That's a big boy. Purple blocker. Love the texture on this one as well. Big fan. I'm excited for when, so like, I don't know if you guys know, but if you've seen Iron-Blooded Orphans, you will know that all of the mobile suits go through several iterations. There's just several types upon several types of them. So like, that's just Gundam Gustian Rebake. There's another one where it's Gundam Gustian Rebake Full City. Oh, I'm so hyped for when we finally get all these other ones. Oh, it's gonna be so sick. The fact you can see like your same Gundam you love just like in some different equipment and it's like a whole new card. And you're like, yeah, that's the sauce. That's cool. AGE device helps you ramp. Red Gundam. He do things for clan traits. And Gundam Kimara's driver's license. Let's go. 2 more boosters in the box after this one. All right, what do we got? Hammerhead. Zaku. Abdul's Magnamac. G-Quox. Normal. Datris. Sayla. Hyokuri. Imagine if the next box set doesn't even go off the existing families and it just starts like a whole new archetype for everything. It's like, oh yeah, we're still not going to release a new Meteor Pilot thing. You're like, what? Please? Normal Gundam AGE1 normal. It's an LR. Give you the texture hit on this one. If you discard a green Earth Federation unit card, if you do, place 1 EX resource. And then if you're level 7 or higher, you get to draw 1. So card that's good early, card that's good later. Does a lot for you. We got more Barbatos. Taurus. Really want to dabble with some Oz stuff. I think for some local brew, I'm just going to make like a really nasty Oz deck that just has Epion. I might even try like a Gundam Wing thematic deck. We'll see. We have enough cards now to like make it a real thing. Garrod and Tifa Adil. And Gundam Zeta Resource. All right, show me what's in the last booster. We need 1 more LR. It's going to be in here. One more. Taurus, Geno Ace, White Wolf, Gundam Persistence or Fortuitous, Gundam Leopard. Oh yeah, that's the Alt Art Gundam Leopard. So obviously very different compared to an Uncommon. Uncommon has no shiny bits at all. So compared to the Gundam Leopard we saw, very different. And Elmith. I feel like I'm drowning in Elmiths, but that's okay. I need more Barbatos, dude. More Barbatos. We'll get there. We got many more boxes. We're going to get our stuff. But this one is, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You may reveal 1 green Xeon Pilot card from among them added to your hand. Return the remaining cards randomly to the bottom of your deck. During length, this unit gets AP +2. Very fun, very cool, very spiffy. Helps Xeon pad out the late game with finding a pilot if needed. Because you do have another Char unit that just helps you dig for units. So you have this trade-off with being able to search one on the low end and then a different one on the top end. So pretty cool. I was a big fan of this alt art. Again, I know it's like a meme card or what's being viewed as a meme card, but I think this thing's so cool and I don't know why. I love it so much. Oh, it's so sick. All right, guys, I will catch you in the next one. And again, we're going to go a lot faster. So now we're just going to pull the last 2, see what we get, yes or no, and then move on. I will catch you guys later. Peace.